everyone, I'm Mary Grace P. Saison, and I will be your teacher for your lesson today. Our objective: perform subtraction of similar fraction. Hello kids! It is my pleasure to teach you another lesson for today. By the way, I am Teacher Grace, and I will discuss on how to perform subtraction of similar fractions. Before we continue, let us recall first the definition of similar fractions. Similar fractions are fractions having the same denominator. For example, 1/4 and 3/4. 1/4 and 3/4 are similar fractions because they have the same denominators. Their denominators are both 4. For our second example, 1/6, 5/6, and 7/6 are also similar fractions because they have the same denominators, and their denominators are 6. Let us use a simple word problem involving subtraction of similar fractions. Dr. Cara and Dr. Mia are medical frontliners in Pasay City General Hospital. Dr. Cara lives 7/8 km from the hospital, while Dr. Mia lives 5/8 km from the hospital. Who lives farther from the hospital? How much farther? In the problem, there are two medical frontliners, Dr. Cara and Dr. Mia, who live nearby the Pasay City General Hospital. Dr. Cara lives 7/8 km from the hospital, while Dr. Mia lives 5/8 km from the hospital. The problem is asking to find who lives farther from the hospital. Is it Dr. Cara or Dr. Mia? Then, how much farther? How are we going to solve the problem? To solve the problem, there are two ways. And the first solution is by using regions. The given fractions in the problem are 7/8 and 5/8. Look at the fractions. Are they similar? The answer is yes, because their denominators are both 8. Now, let us draw two rectangles. Since the denominator of 7/8 and 5/8 are both 8, divide each rectangle into 8 parts. Each part is 1/8. Label each part 1/8. Now, we will shade the distance of Dr. Cara and Dr. Mia from the hospital to their house. Dr. Cara lives 7/8 km from the hospital, while Dr. Mia lives 5/8 km from the hospital. Using the region, we can see right away who lives farther from the hospital. Dr. Cara lives farther from the hospital than Dr. Mia. The next question is, how much farther is Dr. Cara's house from the hospital? Using again the model, we can see the difference between 7/8 and 5/8. The difference between 7/8 and 5/8 are two 1/8 regions, which is equal to 2/8. Therefore, the answer to the problem is Dr. Cara lives farther from the hospital by 2/8 km. The second solution is by subtracting the numerators of the fractions and using the common or same denominator. In solution number 2, we were able to get the same answer without drawings. First, check if the denominators are the same. Then, write 8 as our denominator. Next, subtract the numerators. 7 minus 5. Get the difference. 7 minus 5 is equal to 2. Then, put the answer over the same denominator, which is 8. And we have 2 8s. Therefore, 7 8s minus 5 8s is equal to 2 8s. Using two different solutions, we get the same answer, which is 2 8 kilometer. But look at our answer. Can we still reduce 2 8s into lowest term? The answer is yes. Get the GCF of 2 and 8, which is 2. Then, divide both numerator and denominator by 2. And the lowest term of 2 8s is 1/4. Therefore, Dr. Cara lives farther from the hospital by 1/4 kilometer. Let's try another example. Find the difference of 3/4 and 1/4 by using drawing regions. Draw a rectangle and divide it by 4 parts because the denominators are both 4. Each part is 1/4. So, label each part 1/4. 3/4 means 3 out of 4 parts. Shade 3 parts to represent 3/4. Next, we need to subtract or take away the 1/4 region from the 3/4. I will put X to show 1/4 is taken away from 3/4. Thus, the remaining shaded part are two 1/4 regions, which is equal to 2/4. Now, I will try the second solution by subtracting the numerators of the fractions and using the common or same denominator. First, check if the denominators are the same. The denominators of 3/4 and 1/4 are 4, so we will write 4 as our denominator. Next, subtract the numerators. 3 minus 1. 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. We will put our answer over the denominator, which is 4. And we have 2/4. Therefore, 3/4 minus 1/4 is equal to 2/4. Again, using two solutions, we were able to get the same answer, which is 2/4. But look at our answer. Can we still reduce 2/4 to its lowest term? The answer is yes. Get the GCF of 2 and 4, which is 2. Then, divide both numerator and denominator by 2. The lowest term of 2/4 is 1/2. Therefore, 3/4 minus 1/4 is equal to 1/2. How about finding the difference of 4/5 and 3/5 using regions? The two fractions are similar and they have both denominators of 5. So, let's draw a rectangle and divide it by 5 equal parts. Then, label each part by 1/5. 4/5 means 4 out of 5 parts. Shade 4 parts to represent 4/5. Next, we need to subtract or take away the 3/5 from 4/5. I will put X to show 3/5 is taken away from 4/5. Thus, the remaining 1/5 shaded part is the difference of 4/5 and 3/5. Thus, 4/5 minus 3/5 is equal to 1/5. Let's have another example. What is the difference of 9/10 minus 6/10? This time, let us show the solution without drawing. First, check if the denominators are the same. Since 9/10 and 6/10 have the same denominator, we will write 10 as our denominator. Next, subtract the numerators. 9 minus 6. 9 minus 6 is equal to 3. We will put our answer over the denominator, which is 10. Therefore, 9/10 minus 6/10 is equal to 3/10. There are two ways in performing subtraction of similar fractions, such as representing the parts using regions, and by subtracting the numerators of the fractions and using the common or same denominators. Whatever strategy is being used to find the difference of similar fractions, you will get the same answer. And before we end this lesson, let us always remember the following. Remember, to subtract similar fractions, subtract the numerators. Then, write the difference as a fraction using the common denominator. Reduce the answer to lowest term if possible. And that ends our lesson for today. Did you understand it very well? If not, you may go back to the lesson presented in your module, or you may play again this video. If today's lesson is very clear to you, congratulations! You may now answer the exercises in your module. Good luck!